Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your May general reading. I've been really interested to do your reading. Your energy's been very interesting to me lately. So, Taurus, we're going to jump into your general and let's see what we have for you for the month of May. We have fairy, wishes fulfilled, dreams, innocence. Okay, connecting more with your inner child. Ooh, and being really stubborn about it. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's like you're having a hard time moving on um and just having that like exposing your inner child. It's like you're afraid for some reason. You're stubborn, you feel like you're going to lose your place, you feel like something's going to happen. Um yeah, haystack. Yeah, the more that you block your inner child, the more it's gonna be harder for you. It's like the universe is trying to get you to get more in touch with your emotions, your innocence, your happiness, being more free to take chances, things like that. Have some fun. Um, yeah, and this is what's interesting is your stubbornness is going to stop you from reaching your goals. And that's what you're focused on are your goals. So I feel like once that happens, it's really going to get your attention. You know, it's one of those things where spirit has to get your attention some way, and they're going to do it in a way that you're not going to like if you don't pay attention. It's something about you feel like if you start following your passions, your heart or your drive, that you won't be able to control it. I feel like this has happened to you maybe in the past, and you don't want to lose that control anymore. You know, you don't want to lose that sense of stability. You're afraid of what can happen. But I feel like you've grown so you can trust yourself, okay? Let's see what's in your cards here. These cards always stick together. That's because of the finish that I had put on them. Okay. Okay, let's see what your overall energy. Yes, I told you the Fool and the Sun in reverse, okay? If you're not feeling happy, which you know, spiritually you're going to feel like you need something more, okay? Or your success is going to be blocked. Where you're usually successful, okay? You're going to be having issues or troubles, okay? So it's like trying to get your attention because you're scared to take risks, you're scared to move forward, you're scared to grow, okay? That's what it is. You're scared to let out that childish side of yours because you're afraid you're going to fall back into something or fall into something and not trusting yourself. So major arcana, we have the Hangman, the Justice, the Tower, the Hierophant. Wow. And the Fool and the Sun. That's a lot. This is a big spiritual month for you to pay attention. Okay. It talks about you needing to change your perspective. Okay. To make things fair. It's almost like karmic fairness. To make things fair for you in the spiritual realm and also in your physical realm. Okay. It's just time to do that. And that involves change. It's change that you're trying to stop from happening, but it's going to happen if you want it or not. So things are going to go against the grain that you're normally used to, but it's like it's for the best. You just need to open up to it so you can be successful. Okay. So you can have a new beginning. It's like a spiritual clean slate, if you will. Okay. So you definitely have been noticing that there needs to be some sort of change, that there's something that's not fitting right in your life. It's really coming out in an emotional way. Okay. So what has worked for you in the past, you can't continue to take this with you in the future. Okay. You're going to miss opportunities. You're going to miss little things that are important. For instance, Your partner may be trying to get your attention, but you're like, I'm focusing on work, or this, my partner's never been like this before, but things change, people change, situations change, and you have to go with that change. You can't just stay the same or you're going to be left behind. Okay. Yeah. It's interesting because you're creating unfinished business, Taurus. Okay. You're creating unfinished business. You have all this perspective. It's like you are paying attention to your intuition. You can see that things are changing, but you just don't want the new phase. You don't want the change, right? And it's a easy way to to counteract this confusion or complications. Okay, it's like you don't want to connect with your emotions or your intuition because you don't know if you can trust it. It's like it's not fact based. Okay, but it's there for a reason, to get your attention. You're starting to see that projects that you're trying to start are coming in and failing or not taking off like they usually do. Okay, or there's a lot of things coming towards you and you feel like you're like, why is this happening? Why am I in this energy? Why is this karmic wave coming to me of all these things that I have to deal with? It's like emotionally, you're just not satisfied where you are, even though you have the same things that you had before, right? But you're starting to see that imbalance and things just aren't adding up, okay? So the universe is trying to get your attention, most definitely. That's what's happening for you this month, okay? So the universe is trying to get your attention that you're not paying attention to the actual details that you need to. And this is about reinvestigating your emotions, your intuition. Like, that is a part that you need to have balance. So that is also important to your life as well. Okay. You need those things. They all work together. So that's the main thing, is to get in contact or get in communication with your child, like side, your happiness. Nothing's the matter with being a little bit giggly sometimes, or being a little bit quote unquote immature, Okay. Yeah. Things are changing around you, especially in your money situation or job situation or the structure around you. Slowly, you can see that this is happening. I feel like you're trying to get ahead of the game. That's what it is that you're trying to do. Okay. You don't want to be on the bottom side of things. But I feel like relationships, connections are important when it comes to job situations or work situations where you feel like you can do everything on your own or you're a lone wolf. I feel like you're realizing that you can't. You're not going to be successful without the support or camaraderie of others in May. Yeah, because you have this illusion that you can kind of do everything yourself here. But that's not your best route. Okay, your best route is to have others there support you, or being a support system for others going through this transition with you. Okay. Yeah, you're definitely trying to step ahead of the game. You don't want to lose. That's the thing. You're really focused on not losing, and that's where you're putting all your energy in. But you're going to see that as much energy as you're putting in or what you're trying to do, you're not getting the same results back. That is another sign that you need to pay attention to. Okay. So, a loss of money. I'm not going to say a loss of job. It's more like a loss of an opportunity. Okay. It's like you feel like you can do everything yourself. That's what this feels like. But you need other people. You need compassion. You need connection as well. But you're being really stubborn about it because you feel like you can do everything yourself. It's like you can't understand why things are so confusing. Why this is so hard. why this is not successful. And it has something to do with you not seeing opportunities with other people that you can connect with. It's like you don't want to be seen as weak or like you need people, but you do. There's a sense of you knowing, needing to know that there is positivity in connections with others. And needing to understand that other people can support you as well. You don't have to do everything yourself. You don't have to be the lone wolf. You don't have to be so defensive. Okay? Ooh, you don't like a change. There may be a change in a relationship or a marriage, or just a change in the way your job structure is happening, and you do not like it. It does not make you feel supported. It does not make you feel safe. You're not one to like the change. Okay. It's like you're taking this as a negative or needing to defend yourself instead of seeing that there is an issue that needs to be resolved. That's why it's coming up this way. You don't need to be defensive. You don't need to be guarded. You don't need to be upset. It's more like something is coming to the surface that needs to be dealt with. Okay. Your partner or your coworker, somebody is trying to get you to look at the other side of the coin, but you're so stuck in your head, right? Don't be so into looking for apologies or for people to not bow down from you, but to always accept your side of things. They also have their own side. Okay. And I feel like both of you are really stuck in your own side of things. But the situation is changing. Things are changing, and you need to be okay with the change that's happening. This is a burden that you don't necessarily have to hold on to. Okay. Things are changing, and you just need to go with the change. The more you block it, the more that you try to keep things the same, the more of a struggle that you're going to have. Okay. So just pay attention to that, Taurus. And that's in relationships and partnerships as well. Okay. Yeah. So the struggle here for you, Taurus, is that you don't like unconventional things. You like structure. You like routine. You like to know that the rules are being followed. And when they are not, or when things don't feel that way, you feel the need to overcompensate to try to fix or get everybody back on track, or to get everything back on track. The problem is you need some new energy. Okay. You need some new energy, or new energy is trying to come in, and you're blocking it because you don't necessarily like this idea of change. Okay. All right. So let's see. Nothing real can be threatened. How beautiful. How can you actively participate in creating heaven on earth? This is making the right decisions and being open to change. Change brings new energy, which brings in abundance, which brings in new relationships, which brings in healing, which brings in happiness, all of those things, right? Everything cannot stay the same. And I understand that you're afraid because things just don't feel fair, or they feel out of your control and you're trying to control them, but it's really detrimental to you that you're doing this. Okay. So just pay attention to that this month. I love you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.